I'm sure you're wondering where your religion fits in here. I'm going to keep it brief. Those who have a mind to understand will understand. Jews of Judaism read the Torah. Christians of Christianity read the Holy Bible or the Helios Biblios. And Muslims of Islam read the Quran. What do all three of these religions and all three of those books have in common? Their belief in the same God. Who is that God? Ra. Ra.
All right, y'all. She has went off and said a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo, but we need to confirm whether this is the truth or whether it's a lie. But I'm more leaning towards the other side, you know. But let's get to explaining this. Okay, now she's trying to say that because of the RAH or the RA within Torah, it is pointing to the Egyptian god Ra. My goodness, bro. The Hebrew word Torah can mean law, teachings, instruction, or direction. It can also refer to a custom or unwritten law. The word comes from the root Yod Resh, which may have originally meant to throw or shoot an arrow. In its causative conjunction, Torah means to cause something or someone to move straight and true. In the Bible, Torah can refer to the first five books of the Hebrew Bible, also known as the Pentateuch or the five books of Moses. These books are Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Torah can also refer to the Hebrew scriptures as a whole, or the sum of all knowledge in the Tanakh, the Mishnah, the Talmud. I don't even want to get into all the rest of the stuff. The word Torah in Hebrew is derived from the root, which is in the Hefel conjugation, means to guide or to teach. The meaning of the word is therefore teaching, doctrine, or instruction. Here's some more proof for you guys. The Hebrew word Torah is derived from a root that was used in the realm of archery, yareh. Yareh means to shoot an arrow in order to hit a mark. The marker target, of course, was the object at which the archer was aiming. Consequently, Torah, one of the nouns derived from this root, is therefore the arrow aimed at the mark. The target is the truth about God and how one relates to Him. The Torah is therefore, in the strict sense, instruction designed to teach us the truth about God. Torah means direction, teaching, instruction, or doctrine. First of all, I want to state that the word Helios Belios was not used by the apostles, nor their apostles, nor their apostles. This wasn't the case. This is something that came up later. But look here, it says the Helios Biblios deception. Let's begin by addressing the idea of the Bible being a son book, Helios Biblios. There is no evidence of Jesus or the Bible ever being referred to as the son book in the first century during the time of Jesus, his disciples, and during the completion of the Bible. While it sounds coincidental, there is no evidence to prove it is correct. Merely saying the Bible is a son book is simply an opinion, a conclusion, not evidence. This lady doesn't know what she's talking about. Watch this. In fact, the evidence points directly against it. There is also no primary evidence, early sources from the time of Jesus, that supports the idea that there are parallels between Jesus and Horus or any other astrological being. When people talk about this Helios Biblios thing, they try to tie Jesus to all these pagan deities and everything of that sort. But people really don't know what they're talking about. You cannot compare Jesus to Horus or any other deity for that matter. He in his own lane. The early Jews and Christians did not refer to the Bible as Helios. The Jews and early Christians did not use these terms to refer to the Bible. Jews usually referred to the Pentateuch, the Law, the Book of Moses, etc., while Christians refer to the writings or the scriptures. The word Bible is derived through Latin from the Greek word biblia, books, specifically the books that are acknowledged as canonical by the Christian Church. The earliest Christian use of ta biblia, the books, in this sense is said to be by Clement, the second Clement. The earliest Christian use of ta biblia, the books, in this sense is said to be 2 Clement 214 AD 150. The book and the apostles declared that the church has existed from the beginning. The phrase biblia sacra, holy books, first appeared sometime in the Middle Ages. 2. Therefore, no follower of Jesus in the early church referred to the Bible as the Holy Bible. Notice, Sakra is Latin for holy, not Helios. Listen, lady, you really should do your proper studying and education, because when you do stuff like this, you are deceiving people, you are confusing people, you're leading people astray, and you're not bringing them the truth. You're bringing them the error. That's what you're doing. Then you went off saying that we all have the same God. Now, to me, the Jew and the Christian does have the same God. The God of the Old Testament is the God of the New Testament. But when you talked about how we had the same God as the Quran, that's where you messed up at. No similarities, only cons.
Religions, and all three of those books have in common their belief in the same God. Who is that God? Ra. Ra is a deity in ancient Egyptian mythology recognized as the sun god and one of the most important gods in the Egyptian pantheon. He was believed to travel across the sky in a solar boat during the day, bringing light to the world, and journey through the underworld at night, where he would confront various challenges before being reborn each morning. Over time, Ra merged with other deities such as Amun to become Amen.
I just wanted to demonstrate for you real quick to show you that Osiris, Horus, whoever the situation may be, could not be Jesus, and how you truly do not know Egyptian mythology. In Egyptian mythology, you could not come back to the physical world when you died. You do not come back to Earth. You could not come back at all. You either go to Duat or you go to that blissful place in the sky. Simple as that. There was no coming back here at all. So when people talk about Jesus being Osiris or Horus, you clearly do not know the Bible. You clearly do not know Egyptian mythology, because in their own teaching, you cannot come back. So for Jesus to have come back from the dead is mind blowing. Their paradigm, just like that. Their doctrine, their teaching of not coming back, poof, done away with. Simply by Jesus performing the miracle of coming back to life. So Osiris, Horus can never be compared to Jesus. He is in his own lane.
Ra merged with other deities such as Amun to become Amen Ra. Let the church say amen. Biggest evidence.
The hidden one. The name Amun, written Amun, meant something like the hidden one or invisible, which is also attested by epithets found in the pyramid text, O you, the great God, whose name is unknown. What does Amun mean? Hidden one. From an early period of Egyptian history, Amun, whose name means hidden one, was regarded as a creator god. During the such and such dynasty, he became associated with the city of the Bes as its local protector. Watch this, y'all. Jewish, Christian, and Muslim practices to express agreement, confirmation, or desire. It is often used after a prayer, creed, or other formal statement to express solemn ratification or agreement. For example, in response to a prayer, a man can affirm agreement with the prayer's content or express faith that God will hear and act on it. In this case, it can be translated as so be it. A man can also be used adverbially to mean certainly, it is so, or so it be. So it could be so be it, or it could be certainly, it is so, or so it be. The word amen comes from a Semitic root that firm. The word amen comes from a Semitic root that means firm, fixed, or sure. In the Hebrew Bible, amen is used as a concluding word or a response to a prayer. In the Greek Old Testament, it is usually translated as so be it. And in the English Bible, it is often translated as verily or truly. Amen can also be, so like she said herself, y'all, let the church say amen.